First, I want to start off with saying thank you all for being here today. I'm gonna tell you guys a little story of how uh, something that we've all been through. So we've all had to be in teams before, and we've all had to work with one another. And for me, that started early on, as I used to always play soccer, and with playing soccer, of course, has to be in a team. That escalated whenever I joined the soccer team for my first time, and that happened in my old apartments. I was around 12 years old, and we would always play soccer right after school, and we would go out to tournaments and games and such like that, and Sundays. The team was filled with many the people who worked, who lived in the apartments. Sorry, and the main ones are gonna be Lalo and Kevin, as well as myself, of course. Lalo and Kevin were both my best friends at the time, and we would always hang out with one another. And we would just grow up playing soccer with one another. And once we began working playing in that team, we realized that Kevin was really good at soccer as well as me, but Chris wasn't. We would go out to games and we would start losing the games because of Chris not being able to keep up with Kevin and I. And so when my coach one day brought me by himself, and it was just me and him, and we talked about how we could improve the team, how we could start winning games, and what we came up with was starting to improve Chris first. So in order to do so, I started hanging out with him one on one, playing soccer with him, just one on one, so we could improve his skills. Once that started happening, the whole team started working together like jelly, and we started winning games. We actually ended up winning our championship game in the very final, and we did that because of Chris. He actually scored the last goal. He improved, and we did. He improved because we realized that in order for a team to work, everyone in the team has to be able to work. So that is very similar to chain is only as so strong as its weakest link. The weakest link, of course, at this case happened to be Chris, and we worked with him. We didn't leave him behind. We realized that in order for us to start winning games, we needed him to be there up with us to keep his pace up. So I wanted to share this with you guys because every time you guys are in a team, you guys have to look out for that. There's always gonna be a person behind, and we always have to work with one another, so in that way we can win. And I think the aphorism, the chain's only strong as its weakest link, is very relative now. I want to thank you guys for listening.